Turf Talk is live. We cover high school football. Yes, but we also cover our college friends. That's right. Let's get into it.
Turf Talk. Hey, that's what we do, man. Hanging out weekday, weekend, morning, day, night, it don't even matter. Here to give you football and all kind of aspects, whether high school, college. I mean, we had a couple pro people, pro people, pro coaches. Hey, but today we got a special guest. Can't wait to talk to him. As usual, can't do this without the right and the left hand. My guy, Coach Jackson, over there at the gym right now, getting his workout on with his groups. And I got Coach G right here, Mr. Gary Bryant Sr. So yesterday we started, I'm not going to say yesterday. Last time we started off with Coach Gary Bryant. Coach Dennis, let's check in with you, man. How's everything?
Everything good, man. I'm in the gym right now, so it's probably a little loud, but everything good, man. We just started OTAs, the Centennial, and we out here grinding, man, at the gym right now. I got about 20 boys in here knocking some stuff out.
Tell them where they can reach you at for that gym workout, man. They're at the dungeon.
Yeah, Get It Done Sports Arena right here in Corona. My number is 310-889-6233 if you want to come get that grind.
Hey, you might not want to do that, Coach. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people won't call. What we're going to do is we're going to take that number out. We're going to put his Instagram up in the information. Coach,
right. Put my Instagram in there,
yeah.
Coach Dennis Jackson. Yeah.
We're going to make sure you got
Coach Dennis Jackson workout.
Hey, what day is the workouts, though, Coach?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 to 9.
Okay. Do you got a Sunday sometimes on the hill?
And then Sunday at Citrus Park, 12 to 1:30.
Okay. I want to make sure you get all that workout in. Because and you'll see why we circle back to that information, because he got some players out there that you might want to come get that work. Coach G, what's going on with you?
Man, I woke up today, so I'm blessed with purpose. And every day is a new opportunity to be a better version of ourselves, and there's a saying: don't trade your standards for validation, your privacy for popularity, and your purpose for absence, for applause. Identify as a threat. So and my pronouns are try me.
Yeah.
So
hey.
So as far as Gary, it's a new chapter in his life.
Coach G, hold on, slow. Tell everybody who Gary is. We can't all assume that everybody know who Gary Bryant is. Gary Bryant Jr.
Right. My son's Gary Bryant Jr., Oregon Ducks. And he just put his name in for the NFL. So, it's a new chapter, new day, new way. He's big time. He's been doing his thing. I'm so proud of him. And, I have my younger one, KB1, out here grinding and shining. He's using his preparation as his elevation. And, our standards over here in this household are you are the architect of your own reality. And we stand on that. So that's where we at right now. Just a new chapter, and looking forward to what's in store.
And the great thing about today's show, man, we got a special guest. I've had a chance to talk to him a couple of times. I'm a fan of this man. But Coach G is going to go through the same similarities as a father as this young man is going to go through himself. So they going through the same things. Class of 2026 to the NFL. Right. With no further ado, man, we want to welcome our guy, a dude we've been watching since high school all the way to college and now making his way to the NFL draft, Mr. Dion Wilson, Mr. Tank, man. We appreciate you for coming on, brother.
Yes,
thank you.
Yes,
sir. Give him that good intro, big dog. Give him that good intro.
Hey,
man.
Coach G gonna give you an intro, man. It's either you gonna cry or you gonna laugh. Here it goes. Coach G, go ahead and give him that intro. Coach G froze up.
Froze up.
Oh, Coach G gonna be hot. Come on, Coach. Coach G then froze up. All right, so with that being said, man, for the people that may not know who you are, give us like a quick bio of you from high school to what schools you at, and what schools you went to and what school you at, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, Dion Wilson Jr. from Paris, California. Man, went to Orange Vista High School. The 3 colleges I've been to, my first stop was University of Arizona, New Mexico State for a year. And then I spent my last 2 years at Syracuse University up in Central New York in Syracuse. So, yeah, man, it's been a journey.
Definitely. I want to get into that. Let me go back to Coach G while we got him on. Give him that intro, man, and we're going to circle back to what you just talked about, because I think what you talked about is that journey is an experience that a lot of players need to hear about. Coach G, give us that intro.
Yes, sir. You know, Tank, I wrote down something for you. It goes like this. Excuses blind the vision of the dreamer. Default opens the door for a faulty pretense. Yet, by thinking adversity is a curse, you are truly misled. From Bosco, Centennial, even modern day, it was Orange Vista where this phenom was bred. Do what you got to do so you can do what you want to do. Always going hard to the paint. There is this 6'5", 306-pound D lineman, Dion Wilson, better known as Tank. If you've seen a helmet, orange glow, a player with loose screws, USC, Oregon Ducks, no, he represented the Syracuse. That boat has sailed. Sky ain't the limit. Now it's time for the NFL.
Okay,
My boy
okay.
right there,
Big
man.
Tank,
Sir.
Big Tank gonna take that. We're gonna have to give him a copy of that, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Hey, I don't know if Big Tank is still 3-0. I don't know if that weight the same. Hey, Big Tank looks strong right now. He looks strong.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Hey, he a good 280, good looking 280 right now.
Okay.
All right.
Hey,
I
that's
ain't
what
no
I say.
280.
He look. Hey, look.
I ain't no 280.
He said, "I ain't gonna let." No. I got to go to the draft. I ain't 280. He's like,
That's
but
right.
hey, you look good, man. I just want to circle back before we get the questions. Can you talk a little bit about that journey from going from high school, from going to Arizona to your middle stop, and then going to Syracuse? Because everybody think, oh, I got a D1 offer. That's it. That's all. And it's not always
Yeah.
that. Can you talk a little bit about going through that and what you have to go through mentally and stuff like that, please?
Yeah, just starting off from the beginning, really, just in going to high school. I played football probably like my eighth grade, ninth grade year. I've been a basketball player my whole life, so I played football. I played football for 2 years, and I didn't at the moment I didn't really like it. Then then my sophomore year in high school, I'm being honest, I was a little knucklehead. I was still had good grades and everything. I really wasn't making the right decisions. Basketball wasn't getting far enough for me. So I just made that decision of like, hey, I could change my life. During that time I had to do something that I really wasn't in love with yet, but I knew it get me to a far place. So honestly, I took football really seriously my junior year, and I started off playing tight end. Then I went from left tackle, right tackle. I didn't play right guard, D tackle, D end. When I was just trying to get every single opportunity to get on the field, no matter what it was. So that's kind of the approach that I took. Then going to my senior year, shoot. I thought I wasn't gonna get no offers. Then that spring, my first offer was Sacramento State, and I ended up with 5 offers. And then I committed to University of Arizona. And then in my journey going to University of Arizona, it's not the ideal journey, but going into it, I had a lot of coaching changes, a lot of position coaching changes. Going into it, I had one position coach, and then he left. And then I got there for a year. The head coach and his staff left. A new staff came in, and hey, it was a lot of coaching changes just from then on. And University of Arizona really taught me who I was. I found the foundation of myself and seeing what it was like, how hungry that I was. So it was a lot of uphill, and I had a lot of adversity that I faced. From playing body and coaches, and I had to fight different obstacles, but everything was just a chip on my shoulder, and I kept working, I kept grinding. That was the only thing that had got me out of Paris, California, and I kind of just stuck with it. Just hey, if I work really hard, then the man that just had talent and don't work, eventually I shine brighter than him, and I kind of just took that and just ran with it. If I'm being truly honest, I got to a point in my life where at University of Arizona, I thought about like, hey, what if football's not for me? And I kind of just, I'm big in my faith, and I asked God, hey, God, give me one more chance. Like, let me see what I can do. Take me to a place where it's just school and football. At that point on, I had transferred to New Mexico State. Going in transfer portal, I could have went to Auburn, Oregon State. I could have went to a big school, but I was just worried about my development. So I went to New Mexico State, found a great coach, Nudile Chuka. He is now D-line edge coach for Miami
Okay.
right now, Miami Dolphins. So shout out to him. He was really the person that really believed in me, invested his time, a lot of effort with me, and build who I am now.
Hey,
So I did my
hey,
year
coach.
there.
Hey, super shout out to him. We need that pick. Go ahead, coach. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Man, then that point on, everybody kind of went their separate ways. The head coach had resigned, and my D line coach had left. Then I kind of already faced the new coaches coming in, and me not being one of their guys, and how I was same way treated. So I was like, I'm betting myself again. This time a little different. I know who I am, and I'm not asking God to make me love the game. I'm just asking God to help me take care of my family, and I'll do the rest. Just keep me on the path. I put in the hours. I put in the blood, sweat, and tears. I do what I need to do in order to make sure my family's straight. And God blessed me abundantly. I went to Syracuse University, and my grind, my elevation, and who I am as a person. Being in that environment that Coach Fran set up, it was just like it was a hectic, chaos environment, but it forced you to work through the fire and fight through tough moments, and actually still be detailed with everything you do. So that was something that big that I carry with myself. Forcing myself to be a more vocal leader and forcing myself on the field, off the field, weight room, speed training, always trying to find a new way to get better. So my journey all the way to this point, and it wasn't easy at all. You know, I didn't get the accolades that I wanted, but I'm headed to NFL now. The next accolade I want, just get drafted. That's the biggest thing. I don't care what round it is or
Yeah.
what phone call it is. Hey, as soon as that coach say, "Hey, I drafted you," I'm packing my clothes that night and leaving. That's how I see it. And because everything's a blessing. I'm getting to this point in my life where nothing's gonna stop me, and God is right there with me. It's just me and Him right now. We on this path, and I'm unstoppable right now in my head mentally. So yeah.
Hey, I'm just letting you know, man, we super proud of you from Turf Talk. We one of the few platforms. We talk to you at every stop to Arizona, New Mexico State, and Syracuse. We always been rooting for you, man. If you're just tuning in, it's Big Tank, Mr. Dion Wilson himself, Jr., getting ready for the NFL draft. It's all going down, man. Number 4 at Syracuse. I know the number, man. I used to watch it. Coach G, you want to tap in?
Yeah, Tank, when I see you, I see resilience. And I can truly say what you go through, you grow through. And they say the most important days of your life are when you were born and when you find out why. Tank, you played at Arizona, like you said, you had a stint there, and then at New Mexico State before transferring to Syracuse, where you started 4 games before you sustained an injury, which you bounced back from. You were ranked 79 in EA Sports College Football, which is superior, with a 96 toughness rating. So your name speaks for itself. If you can you take me back to the moment you got hurt? What was going through your mind and your options, and how and why you chose what you chose, and was quitting ever an option for you?
Shoot, taking it back to 2024. Um, Honestly, I had got appendicitis. It was just a random.
Mm.
One day I went to go eat, didn't feel too well, went to sleep, felt like I got a bad pain in my stomach, lasted till the morning. Then I had went to the trainers, did the right thing. They said, hey, it may be something a little bigger than what it is. I went to the doctor and everything, and after a while during that day, I found out I had my appendix was getting close to becoming bursting.
Dang.
So I went to the hospital, get to antibiotics, and it kind of just told me you can take the antibiotics, you can feel fine, but we can't tell you how it'll be in a couple months from now if it comes back. And they would just tell me, hey, you can take it in the morning, and if you still hurt in the morning, what decision you gonna make? And I kind of just talk that decision over with my coaches and my family and my mom. I kind of just like, hey, this is something that's unexpected, but we gonna roll with the punches. And that's exactly what I did. I said, hey, you know what? I still want to be a leader. I still want to play football. I don't want to waste no years. So I decided to redshirt, and I feel like that was the perfect thing for me to do because last year it was a pretty tough year, but it taught me a lot. It taught me who I was as a person, as a leader. When the cards is down, when everything is down, when you at the bottom,
Right.
it show you what type of man you are. And I feel like I rose to the occasion, not for
Right.
only for myself, and for my teammates.
Right. And
Coach,
if I could say this, any NFL team that gets you, it's a blessing because you just show your character right there. One thing good about hitting the bottom, even rock bottom, the foundation is flat, and that's the perfect place to grow from. And I think that you've shown resilience. I've seen you out there training with Coach D, and you're sweating. It'd be hot as heck, and you do that on your own accord. So I just want to say, hey, I love it. What I'm saying, you're an inspiration to me and the youngsters that I coach because that's what perfection looks like. So you keep grinding and shining.
definitely, we
Yes,
all
sir.
kind of big tank. Coach Dennis wants to speak to your protege, man. Talk to him. What you want to ask him?
Sir, man, first of all, I just want to say, man, I'm super proud of you, man. I'm looking forward to your pro day. I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to put a tool in your toolbox. And man, I mean, you kind of told me what the question I wanted to ask her. It was just, how do you overcome adversity? And if you had to explain that to these youngsters out there right now, tell them, I mean, you can just kind of recap a little bit what you said on just overcoming adversity.
Um, Overcoming adversity, it's just something. It's a mental game. It's a thinking man's game. That's all it is. Adversity is just a thinking man's game. You gotta know the storm ain't gonna last forever. It's how cliche as it may sound, but it's the truth. The
Right.
hard times is gonna come. I
Right.
kind of you gotta see life like a heartbeat. It gotta go down before it come up,
That's
and
right.
that's the way I treat it. Then if those guys out there, they're big in their faith and they believe in God. It's a scripture that I really live by is Isaiah chapter 6 verse 8. I heard the voice of the Lord say, "Who shall I send? Who shall go for us? Here I am, send me." And I kind of just take that like, hey, no matter what it is, send me. Let me be the person to carry all this weight. As more times you do that, when you see adversity, you start to laugh at it because you became friends with that certain part of your life. So yeah.
That's right.
Hey, definitely in a good headspace right now, Mr. Tank. Like I said, Dion Wilson right here joining Turf Talk. He's going to be doing his pro day. He's been out there training with Coach Dennis and his team. Man, we don't have nothing but praise for you. And this is one of the young men that when you see they're in the draft room or they talk to the coaches and they said, "Hey, he did well. He did well." This is one of those guys with the character right here, man. You're showing it right now, and like I said, we're proud of you. Um, just talk about your experiences as far as just at Syracuse. How was that for you? I know you had a good time. I know it was the last stop before the next stop. As they say, the next move before the best move. Just talk about your time at Syracuse and what you got it. Because I got a chance to watch you on TV a couple times. You look like you was having fun, man, and enjoying it. And I've seen you at the other places, but in Syracuse, it looked like you was at home, like you had fun.
Right.
Yeah, Syracuse was definitely a place that I always remember. Especially being from California. You don't go to the cold for fun.
Yeah.
I was there. That's one thing I can say about Syracuse. That snow, me and that snow, we don't work well.
Mm.
We don't work well. That's something that I had to adjust to being at Syracuse. But I kind of just thrived at Syracuse because like I'm a big work ethic person. And from the head coach down, everybody just like to work hard. So it kind of fun when somebody in the mud with you and you get it out.
Mhm.
And that's the type of environment that we were in. I love my brothers because once you hit a certain point of your career, you got to understand like everybody has a story. As long as you know your brother's story, you forever play hard and
Yeah.
play hard for them. So I see kind of the mindset that I took and just being at Syracuse, it's a work hard environment. You put your feelings to the side and you work. And you think about your feelings when you off the field, but while we on the field, it's just straight up work. And that's the approach that I took every single day. I'm going to work. I'm trying to build something not only for myself but for my teammates. You know, that's something that I'm big on. I wanted to leave Syracuse knowing like, hey, when they say my name, they be like, yeah, he was a legit. He was a good person. He was a great teammate, great leader, and a big competitor, and he worked hard.
Yeah. And that's what we know from you, man. Big Tank right here. Coach G, you guys want to get us to the next question, boss.
Yeah, before I forget, I want to give a shout out to Rob from Rare Breed. I was just with him today. He spoke very highly of you. He said he had a little piece of your journey, spoke highly of you. I have a question. I have a two-part question. First, you don't have to tell us the team. If you have talked to any NFL teams, give me a crazy question that they ask you, because a lot of youngsters follow me. So, just a crazy question, if you can.
It's
You
not
don't have to
really
give us a team.
it's not really a crazy question. It's just more, if they call you, they know you can play football.
Right.
They ask you about your character and who
Right.
you are as a person, and that's big. If I could give one thing to these young guys, when you get to college, you gotta make sure your plate clean always. You gotta make sure your character is always right and your grades in order. It make a life so much easier when you can walk in the building and just have no worries. And you gotta think only thing you gotta do is just worry about football, And I through this process I realized that's what a lot of these NFL teams like. Can you go in there? Can you work? Can you learn? And can you perform? And that's the biggest thing. And he's gonna ask you about your character because that's the foundation of everything. Because they don't want no dude. Yeah, you can be talented. Talent only get you so far, but your character and how people speak of you, and how you act, and how you treat people—that's the biggest thing in the world.
Hey,
Right.
hey,
And,
like
and,
big.
and then one more. Can I get one more question, real
Yeah,
quick? You don't
no,
have to
got you.
answer it long. A lot of my youngsters ask this question: what is the difference from going to high school and college? The locker room, the game speed, the attitude, the coaching, etc. You don't have to give us a long answer. I just
Um,
want to let
I
them
like
know
that. I like
what's the
that, G.
difference. What's
yeah.
the difference?
Tempo. Everything gonna be fast. You got to catch up.
Right.
Sometimes you get in a situation where a coach, show you some love, make sure you're good. But you go into college, make sure you're on time for everything. You're gonna be late to something. You a freshman, you going in, but make sure it's only 1 to 2 times, and that was it.
Right.
Time management and just be on time for everything.
I
Right.
like that, Tank. Hey, one of the things I do, like you say, hey, keep your plate clean, young man. Keep your plate clean, like Big Tank
Yes.
said. Coach
Right.
Dennis, you want to get us out of here with one?
Yeah, man. I know I got the opportunity, but I know the training with other people. Tell us a couple of people or who you've been uh, doing work with to set yourself apart for this great player.
Man, for me, shoot, just doing all just do D line work. Of course, I've been working with you, Coach Jackson. Then my best friend, he actually he went to Cal University of Cal, and he started his journey becoming a coach as well. So I'm able to see him every single day. Taking some of the drills that Coach Jackson told me and taking the information and like, hey, he said I need to work on this or this need to be tweaked up. So having access to him and just working like, hey, if I need somebody that's close by, let's go work on this. Let's go do this. And it's really just like any time of the day, I could call him like, hey, come on, let's go work on something. And he was like, all right, come on, I'll meet you in 20 minutes. Then I had work with Kai Brown as well. Um, he was with the Seahawks coaching a little minute and I got to talk to him, just watching film and just breaking down film with him. And I had the opportunity to work out with him, just giving me knowledge and how things are, lately in the league when it comes to D lineman, a certain intensity and a certain way you got to be conditioned. I'm thankful for him and got to pick his brain and see how he thinks. So I got to work with three different people from on three different levels. I got different coaching. I think a big thing about me, I'm able to absorb from anybody. So all games not a good game, but for me in my case, all game is good game.
I
Right.
like that.
Right.
Hey, man, we
I
want
want
to
to
thank
say
you.
too,
Go ahead.
hey, man, because I had the opportunity to go through this situation also. I just enjoyed this journey, man, and this opportunity because it only happens one time, man, and just take it to the fullest, man. You know what I mean? man, I'm super excited for you, man. Kudos, bro.
Thank you.
Hey, we definitely rooting for you, man. Like you said, like I said, we've been a fan of you, man, since the beginning. We rooting for you. Hey, what they say, don't live for the cheer and don't die by the bulls, man. Just keep your foot down and keep grinding. Whatever's good, what destiny is destiny, but we got your back, man. We always gonna show love to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, Tank, Big Dion, Wilson Jr. On his way to the draft pro day, man. So we rooting for you. We're gonna put all your information out so everybody know who you are. And we appreciate you for joining Turf Talk tonight, man.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. I appreciate, hey, Coach G, Coach Dennis, we out of here. Hey, as usual, Turf Talk, appreciate, hey, go support this brother. We're going to put all this information up. Go show him some love. Go watch that Syracuse Pro Day and be rooting for this dude, Dion Wilson Jr. We appreciate you. We out.